WRTR Real Talk Radio. Featured guest DJs. Original shows. Music news. The hottest DJs from around the world.
Well, back like them kids after their daddy's weekend. It's WRTR Real Talk Radio. What it do, Chicka Man?
Hey, what's going on?
I am good. How about you?
I'm pretty good. A little tired, but I'm good.
And
for the moment.
Well, we want to welcome each one of you guys back to this broadcast. We thank you each and every week for listening to us. We don't know why, but we do appreciate those. I mean, I've been watching the stats and everything, and since we moved to this new platform, we've gotten, more listeners than we had before, so we truly appreciate the support. So let's get into this mess. You noticed that Miss Lyric isn't here. It's not because we fired her. We still love her. She's still here, but she's not here.
No, she got...
Yeah, she's out sick, so... But she's experiencing a rough time, so I don't know. If y'all want, send a prayer up to whomever. Send her some warm wishes on Twitter at Lyric Bravado. All that good stuff. And Lyric, we are wishing you a happiness and health. How about that?
Yes.
How have you been this week, sir? Oh.
Today.
I'm talking about since the last time. Why do I have to cover this every time we talk?
Last week was last week. This week is this week.
Okay, so last week
you
left
us... But said was, how was your weekend?
Yeah,
Come
okay.
on now.
Either way. I'm just saying, you left us all at a cliffhanger talking about how you were going to New Orleans. So how'd that turn out?
I sure did. I enjoyed myself. I had fun. And all I did was party and drink. Party and drink and party and drink again.
Any thought-tastic pictures show up?
Who?
Thought-tastic pictures.
I don't know what that is.
That's when you're being thoughty.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, I'm sure you are well-versed, sir.
Not at all.
You said what?
I said I'm good.
Yeah, okay. I've been in this weird-ass mood.
They had it was a charity event going down there.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing a whole big, a red dress run. So everybody had on like all these different red dresses and gowns and everything.
Oh, where was your red dress?
They were running.
Oh, did you have a red dress?
Don't worry about that.
I want to see pictures. I want to see pictures.
That's not happening.
Pics or it didn't happen, because let me tell you one thing. Oh, please.
Not happening.
I think it should.
I said I had the Tina Turner dress on.
Oh, wait. So you was rolling in the river?
I was rolling in the river.
Okay. Well, hopefully they let you drown, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Otherwise, how was the energy? Did you meet anybody? Did you have fun? Well,
truthfully, a lot of people from the DMV area was down there.
I hate that.
A lot of people down there. But, they were coming from all states, so there was people down there.
I hate that. Like, I left town to get away from you niggas. I don't want to see you niggas in a different setting. I don't want to see that. Like,
you're stupid. What? I even ran into a few Facebook friends. I was like, hey. So, yeah.
That's not weird for you?
What?
Like Facebook friends. Like when you meet people out in person, or even if they recognize you from the show and shit. That's not weird for you? Like for me, I always feel it's like weird.
No. I don't feel weird at all. I'll just be like, who are you? Do I know you?
Okay, so like sometimes I'll see somebody. It's like sometimes I'll see somebody and I'll be like, hey, I recognize them from Facebook or whatever. And then it'll be like, or, you'll recognize somebody, but you won't know exactly where you know them from until you speak. But it's just this whole weird-ass thing that people do now where they'll sit there and they'll glance at you. And it's weird. It's like, okay, well, are you acknowledging the fact that we're Facebook friends? Or are you trying to, size me up and get in these draws? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, what's going on?
What? You funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if I see somebody that looks familiar, and then I realize where I know them from, I'll tell them. I'll say, hey, how you doing? I'm such and such from Facebook. we friends on Facebook or whatever. We be chit chatting under timelines and stuff and all that. I let them know how I know them.
You old bitch.
But if it's just some random Facebook person that I've never communicated with, then I ain't gonna say nothing.
You old bitch. You the only person out here still remembering people from Facebook. The kids today don't even use Facebook. That's how you know you're an old bitch.
Facebook, Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And yes, they do. All of them use Instagram. All of them. TikTok.
Okay. Anyways,
I think Snapchat.
Speaking of age, to be honest with you, I think I've been in like this weird ass mood all week. So it started like I woke up and I wasn't mad, but I wasn't happy. Like it wasn't a happy mood, but I woke up and I wasn't upset, I wasn't sad, I wasn't angry, but I was just like in a kind of like stern kind of funk mood. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, you got like different personalities and things like that anyway. So I mean,
here you go.
You could have woke up being stubborn something. Stubborn Billy. Stubborn Billy.
Actually,
Stubborn Billy from West Virginia.
Here we go. Okay.
That's right. West Virginia.
As I was talking, I was saying that I was in a reflective mood. And, you know, it just kind of, like, it was a weird-ass mood. Like, I'm one of those people that always is going to be more judgmental of myself than anybody else can be. So, for me, you know, when I get in those reflective moods and shit, and I just be like, you just be reflecting on past decisions you made, and you'd be like, I don't necessarily like the way I looked or like the way I did and shit like that. It's not, I don't know. I'm just weird like that. Like I'll get in these moods to where, but then it's like I'll get oddly motivated, and then it's like, okay, well, I'll sit there and reflect on my fuck ups, but then I'll be like, all right, bitch, let's get this going. Like, you know, I didn't like the way this turned out, so let's do it this way or something like that. Like.
You bipolar. You bipolar. Okay. Yeah, that's what that's called. Bipolar.
It's called self-reflection. If more you niggas did that shit, then you wouldn't be out here, sitting up here, running in dresses in goddamn New Orleans.
Hey, it's all about supporting. It's all about having fun, enjoying yourself.
The only thing you supported was your
problem.
The only
thing. Your problem right there. That's your problem right there.
What? What is my problem?
Right there.
What is my problem?
You need to open up to other things, just like you just started doing them damn edibles. Boom. Yeah, you ain't never ever. I know you ain't never. Then all of a sudden, boom.
Okay,
but you used to go every time I used to eat them or smoke or whatever. You really? Are you serious?
Well, first off, let's be clear, bitch. First off, let's be clear. When you came around me, you with that shit, you would come in a puff of smoke, knowing that I got goddamn asthma. So then I gotta sit there. Asthma. Okay, and that makes my point. What are you talking about? If you got asthma, then why the fuck are you puff passing anything?
Hey, that's grown from the ground.
Oh, is it now?
That's grown from the ground.
Yes. So is half these, and all these niggas out here is grown from the ground too, and they just as toxic.
It's an herb.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
but that got nothing to do with that.
Exactly. But yeah, I've just been in this.
And you go just munching on them goddamn edibles like it ain't nothing.
What do you mean? You make it sound like I'm popping them like motherfucking Cheetos and shit. No.
Hey.
First off,
I'm just saying.
First off, you can only buy them in bags of 10, so your joy ain't but what it is, or not even bags of 10, but you know they sell them, I guess, by the milligram.
Yeah, they sell them by a milligram.
Yeah, so if it ain't, a certain amount, they ain't really fucking with you anyways. But no, edibles are fine. It's just, when I decided to stop drinking and everything, it was like one of those things. I was like, okay, I'm going to need something to deal. No, I'm kidding. But I'm kidding. I'm being funny, but not funny. Funny, not funny. But honestly, seriously, you're going to need something to deal with these white people out here. But nah, honestly, all jokes aside. All jokes aside, seriously though, I was just in this reflective mood, and I think it's part of this like weird ass midlife crisis thing I'm going through with myself. It's weird. God, I hate getting old. It's weird. Like, I'm just reflecting on shit that I did in my past, and, you know, let me tell y'all something out here that...
People do when they get old. That's what people do when they get old.
Well, let me tell you something out here, all of y'all out here that are getting old. Well, first off, congratulations, because if you weren't getting old, you'd be dead. Secondly, the fact of the matter is, you're out here, you're living life. You're not maybe where you thought you would want it, or where you thought you'd be, or even where you want it to be. There's still time. There's still you. You still got 2 feet, and if you don't, I mean, you're probably related to Tigger, but either way.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so that is what it is. Never let that be, you know, the force driving you back. It's only yourself holding you back, so, yeah. Get in where you fit in, bitches. So,
wow.
Yeah. But otherwise, since Lyric ain't here, I guess we're doing Lyric's lessons up next. Keep it locked.
Shawty, I don't mind.
What?
If he buys you a drink, can you ask for some wings? Shawty, I don't mind.
Okay.
If you sell pics of your feet, get that OnlyFans money. Let's share that money, money, money. On money, money, money. Yeah, I know how guys think. Let me fix that lighting. Let's get that money, money, money. On money, money, money. You should work overtime, long as you share with me. Girl, I don't mind.
Pull up a seat for Lyrics Lessons on WRTR, Real Talk Radio, and Lyric Bravado on Twitter.
Indeed, she is Lyric Bravado on Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere that you are. Check us out on our new profiles also. Like, just Google our names, and we come up. We got, like, professional profiles and shit to where, you know, you can really identify us. And we're even working on joining some groups and stuff coming up, so definitely look out for that. So getting back to what it is, it's Lyrics Lessons. I guess since she ain't here, me and Tigger Man gonna try to walk you through whatever your drama is. Tread lightly with listening to Tigger. He tends to make bad decisions.
Whatever.
Alright.
Well, actually, I bad decisions. How about that?
You pulled a letter, I pulled a letter. Let's go. You want to go first or me?
Alright. This is from...
I guess you.
Her. Whoever is her.
Okay.
She says... My boyfriend won't share his food with me.
What?
She says, Dear Lyric, I have lots of questions about my current relationship with the weird guy. For starters, I have a tradition of bringing food as a gift to my boyfriend when I come over. Okay. The last time I brought some pineapple, but he refused to have it with me. He said we'll have it the next day, but he didn't invite me the next day. And when I came over the day after that, I saw that he already had a lot of it without me.
What?
Another example.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Said,
no, I'm listening, but go ahead.
Okay, cool. All right. Another example of his weirdness is it was his birthday 3 days ago, and I bought a huge, expensive birthday cake to celebrate. But he said he didn't want any because he has cholesterol issues. So he didn't cut the cake or even light the candles. And he didn't even cut a bite for me. After I asked a bunch of times if I could have some, he said we'd have some the next day. But of course, he never did share. He also said I shouldn't buy him a birthday cake again, even though he said it was a nice gesture.
What?
That's weird, isn't it? Right.
Okay.
Last night, I started having severe pain when I was with him, so I asked...
I'm having severe pain listening to this. Go ahead.
Yeah. So she said, last night I started having severe pain when I was with him, so I asked for more attention, which he did not give me. I told him he doesn't care because he wasn't supporting me, and he finally said that I am too much responsibility for him. Well, I stormed off, and I called him 3 times from home, but he Didn't pick up. Then he sent me a text indicating,
"Oh, girl,
he's fucking sleeping, and I need to stop this. He is weird, but I love him a lot. I don't do. What should I do?"
Well, first off, girl, get a counselor and get a dog. Like,
because he wouldn't eat with her.
I don't understand. Okay,
the next day.
So the premise of this whole story is you mad because your boyfriend won't share his food with you and won't give you a whole bunch of attention. Okay, good bitch. Listen up. First and foremost. What?
Uh-oh.
First and foremost, you are on some like weird type. Like, what is wrong with you? Oh, well, I told him I was in pain and he wouldn't give me attention. Bitch, if you said that you are in pain, I'm going to suggest that you go get a Motrin, or that I'm going to suggest maybe a ride to the doctor. I'm going to do something at this point because this doesn't make sense. And then you said you bought him a birthday cake for his birthday that was, 3 times the size or something? So you do this for a person. First off, if I'm that fat person, the last thing that I want to see on my birthday is a cake. But okay, if I'm rocking a cake or rocking with a cake, fine, great. But then you gonna up the ante and then put like triple deckers and shit on it? Really, bitch? Are you trying to kill him? Like, what is going on here?
He had cholesterol problems. He must didn't tell her. He may have never told her about his cholesterol problem.
Cholesterol? Okay, so you're dating. You're spending all this time together, and I'm guessing based off of what y'all eat, you pretty much determine whether or not he's health conscious, because you're like, okay, well, you know what? He is going a little hard on them carrots there. I mean, and it didn't dawn on you that maybe he makes a little bit healthier eating choices than a triple deck chocolate chip layered cake and shit. Like, really? Perhaps this is why Lyric answers these and not me.
That's what I was about to say. Where's Lyric?
Okay. Alright, this letter.
Being too needy.
This letter did not have a name, but it says, and as follows. Dear Lyric, I'll get right to the point. I'm an HIV positive female. I've been living with this knowledge for a little over a year. Additionally, I've been single for just as long for obvious reasons. Oops. Wow. Okay. I guess she's implying that the dude before her, or the dude, that she just left or whatever.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Exactly.
Where was I? Okay. Now, not to go off, but I'm a real bad bitch with a job, a home, and edges.
Okay.
She said, and edges. So pulling a man ain't a problem. It's having the awkward conversation that has gotten me rejected twice since my diagnosis. Truthfully, do you think that there are men out there that can knowingly date someone with an STI?
It all depends.
So since I answered that last one, you answered this one.
Oh, I'm just saying it all depends.
Okay.
I'm there. Come on now, we all know there are people out there that would date someone that has an STI.
Yeah,
they're using protection.
But to have that awkward have that conversation though, that's got to be like rough for a person if you think about it. Like to actually, like you have to give prep work to have a conversation with somebody.
Right.
Like,
but people who, but once I guess you start having that conversation, then it's not a problem anymore. You'll know how to bring that up the next time you meet someone.
So, do you think? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, like the first or the second time you have to have the discussion with someone. Yeah, of course I can see people being nervous, but like after that, I mean, if you have to do it again, you should do it without a problem.
Okay. Well, there you go. Hopefully that answers what you need. Let's see. Going through this inbox is like, I hate doing it because you got to sift through and find. If y'all are going to send emails, can you put in the subject line lyrics lessons, or basically like what it is that you want to, discuss? Don't just put WRTR or question or anything, because right now I got one. It says question, and I'm thinking it's for advice, and it's like WRTR. How did the three of you meet? So they're asking questions like that. I don't know how. You know what? Let's go through some of these, and while we're here on this segment. So, how did the three of us meet? All right. So we found Tigger in a cave in a basket, and we nursed him back to health and fed him food and taught him the ways of, nigging him, and well, there he is. What?
Here I am.
There you are. So
here I am.
That's how we met.
Here I am.
No, honestly,
that's how we met.
I met Tigger Man. It's 20 years coming up, right?
Yeah, back in 2003.
Yep. So yeah.
On social.
20 years. Actually, 20 years has already passed. Well, happy friendiversary, dirty bitch.
Oh yeah. Yep. Ooh.
How did I deal with you for 20 years?
20 years. I should be asking the same question.
Like, can you imagine all the shit in 20? I don't even think I'm friends with a lot of people that I've known for 20 years. Yep. I don't like people.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, that was fun.
Other than Miss Roxanne and Miss Heather.
Right. And I mean, I've known people. The weird part is, people that.
Oh shit.
No, the weird part is that people that I've known forever, and they're kind of like part of your social circle, but not a part of mine.
Right. So everybody like me. Everybody like me.
Yeah, well.
I ain't gonna say everybody. Everybody like me.
Oh, okay.
They say I got good energy. I'm just so friendly, and so is this aura about you? I said, of course. Yeah.
Oh, so
I'm Tigger Man.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is. I'm Tigger Man.
Okay. Anyways, somebody said, "Why don't y'all reply to me about doing business together?" This is a specific person though that keeps emailing us.
Oh, yeah.
First off, let me address that. First off,
I was waiting for you to address it.
When you talk business or when you're talking business, first off, if you want to have an actual business meeting, we should probably do it somewhere where, like, it's on mutual ground. That's fine. It should not be at your house. It should not be at anybody's bar. And if it's at I'm down for a restaurant, even like an Applebee's, maybe something like that, that's mutual and cute or whatever. And that's fine. Like, we can do business. Also, when I come to do business, I show up. I have a notepad. I have paper. Like, I have pens. Like, I'm talking about things that I want to discuss. Like, half of y'all be showing up like we there to hang out, or we just chums, or you want to, throw shots and shit. Like, no, that's weird. No. So if you want to,
No, I said you said you want to throw shots.
Yeah, or like the idea is, it's like they came to a business meeting to like learn more from me. Then if you want to do business together, that's fine. But I don't give seminars. So like, if I'm coming to you, or if you've hit me up, my assumption is that you've already worked out in your mind an idea that you want to pitch to me about doing business together. That's what I would think.
Right.
But you niggas don't operate like that. Y'all want to show up and talk about, where the bitches at? Anyway. Somebody asked, let's see. Somebody asked, is Tigger serious about OnlyFans?
Try to look for me, find out. Try to fuck around and find out.
Gross.
That's right.
I'm forwarding
fuck around and find out.
I'm gonna tell your family. What is this?
Respond to him and say fuck around and find out.
Then there's somebody going off about West Virginia and how it's not what Tigger makes it out. How it's not what Tigger makes it out to be.
But whatever. Like I said, never again will I go. Yeah, ever.
It wasn't that bad.
Not on them back railroads. Nope.
I mean, it is what it is. Oh, this one must be for the Wi-Fi. I was talking about why do women be faking PMS so they can be bitchy? First off, this is why I don't go through the inbox like that. This is why, because we get questions like this, and that's just dumb. First off, why would anybody fake PMS for what? You do realize they squeeze little niggas up out they like literally up out their vagina. Like it comes out of their body. And there's a process that has to happen before that happens. And that process, if not fulfilled, has to then come out of the woman's body. That's why vaginas are self-cleaning. Y'all always want to talk about somebody got funky pussy, this, that, and the third. But then you want to make comments like this and not realize that vaginas have to self-clean and go, see, niggas, this is why I don't look through the inbox. They must be related to you.
No, the hell they not.
So up next... Let's see. I don't know, what do you want to talk about? Because I know. They spitting in butts out here.
What?
Yep, up next.
So I got a question, right? If you call yourself liking somebody, right? Or like you trying to get to know somebody, why do you think it's appropriate to show them and send them videos of you getting slutted and gutted and mudded out by somebody else? And the video don't even got no content in it. So that just means that like you showing a random person that you like a video of another random person that's random to that person. You know what I mean? Videos of them slutting you out and you think people like that? Like, for example, this dude, he was really attractive. He was very, 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 very attractive. I'm not going to hold him on that. So he was like, oh, you want to see something that I shot or whatever? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know what it was. And then he started sending me videos of like some other person putting their pee-pee in them. And it's just like, I even had to tell dude, and I'm telling y'all, like, if you call yourself trying to talk to somebody or interested in somebody, they don't want to see you having sex with somebody else. Like, I get it. I've done adult entertainment and I shot videos, but I don't send out those videos to people that I call myself liking. I send them their own videos of just me. So the point of the story is like, if you call yourself liking somebody or trying to talk to somebody, like, stop sending them videos of somebody else gutting you out. Like, nobody want to see that. Like, nobody want to see that. Like, and if you want people to see it, put it on OnlyFans or wherever, on your own website or whatever. But don't send it to potential prospects. Don't do that. Like, especially not me. Like, that shit, I didn't ask for that shit. I don't want to see that shit. Don't send me that shit. Like, cause out of that, I'm not going to speak to you again because, for one, I don't know who the person is that you don't let slut you out raw. And two, now I look at you differently, like, ooh, like you just let everybody do that to you. Like, if you would have let me do it, I'm like, well, maybe they just let me do it because I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I'm me. I'm him. You know what I mean? But if you let everybody, like, have their way, like, get out my way.
So we're back, and as promised,
We are.
I'm sure y'all were just eagerly waiting to hear about who's spitting in butts out here.
That's what I want to know.
Okay, well, apparently, Rico Reckless said he wants to knock out Aunt Glizzy and spit between his butt cheeks.
What?
Yeah.
First of all, who are those two people?
Chicago rapper, yada, yada, yada. So basically, this is just sick. Like, Chicago rapper Rico Reckless got on live with Aunt Glizzy and said that he wanted to spit in his booty cheeks.
Auntie Glizzy?
Yeah, Aunt Glizzy. No, not like Aunt Glizzy. Like, not. Okay, first off, black people don't say aunt. That's some white people shit. We say aunt.
That's why I say auntie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we say aunt, auntie, whatever. We don't say what. Yeah. Aunt just sounds weird. Anyways, Aunt Glizzy and him were on live on Instagram or whatever, and he said that he wanted to spit in his booty cheeks. He said, "I can't wait to knock you out and spit in your ass."
Bye. Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
I can't wait to know.
Isn't Glizzy a hot dog?
What you mean a hot dog? Oh, well,
that's what they call him, Glizzy.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is the little porn name for it. The little PC name y'all was trying to give shit back in the, I don't know, in that weird transitional phase of the 2000s.
I can't.
Yeah, so he basically said, I can't wait to knock you out and spit in your ass. I can't wait to know you out and spit in your ass. Yeah.
These young children.
So, yeah. He said that he was out here spit. I guess obviously it's a metaphor, but what I'm saying is that, like, where are some of these things coming from that y'all saying? Like, I don't understand.
That's what I want to know.
Like, all of this meme culture where people don't want to type out entire words, talking about WYD, shit like that. Like, type out your words.
Don't do that, because I do that. I be doing that sometimes. Don't even do that.
Well, I mean, we already know you challenged with words.
Shut up. Whatever.
You know, English language don't come easy to you.
Whatever.
Whatever. But y'all out here, spitting in butt cheeks, so there you go.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of rappers, trending topics, and otherwise, I'm assuming you got the tea up next. Okay.
Yes, I do.
I am so hungry. Can we please go eat? It's time to decide. What do you wanna eat? Chick-fil-A, they're closed because it's Sunday. Chipotle had a burrito yesterday. How about steak? I already know what you'll say. That's not what you want today. Now I can see that if I wanna eat, I'm gonna have to leave you behind, yeah. No matter where I go, just want you to know, I hope you make up your mind. I'm
telling you,
too hungry. I'm gonna go eat.
You're gonna go eat without me.
Goodbye, goodbye,
Where are you going?
goodbye, goodbye.
Really?
Sit back, relax, and sip on this tea with Jiggaman on WRTR Real Talk Radio at Jiggaman82 on IG.
Okay, well, it's on you.
I got stuck for a minute.
Okay.
Hey, this boy Jiggaman with the T.
Hey, you talk about my marijuana consumption. You talk about my marijuana consumption, but you talk about my marijuana consumption, and you legit, like you real life glitched right in front of my face. You glitched, like your face glitched, and you gonna talk about my motherfucking marijuana consumption, bitch?
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. I had a puff or two.
Oh. Yeah, okay, but so anyway, remember this show?
I'll start off.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I gotta repeat it again.
Uh-huh, go ahead.
Hey, this your boy Tigger, man.
Ew, that's even worse.
Hey,
now you sound like you got emphysema.
Today, but guess what?
Now you sound like you got emphysema. See, this is why I don't smoke it and I eat it.
I was trying to sound like DMX.
First off.
I was trying to give him a little DMX.
Ugh.
Anyway,
can't that man rest in peace without you butchering his legacy on this goddamn intro? Really?
Listen, don't do that.
Go ahead.
I start off by saying rest in peace to the rapper Magoo. He came out with Timberland.
Mm-hmm.
He just passed away a few days ago.
Ooh.
I don't know exactly from what, but everybody knew him. It was I guess he came out with his first album back in '97 or so.
Okay.
It's called Timberland and Magoo, and he did a whole bunch of collaborations with like Missy Elliott, Aaliyah, Genuine, and a few others. But yeah, he just passed away. So I want to say rest in peace to him.
That is very.
You remember
sad.
him?
I do. I remember his name more so than his picture because that was like right when the internet was real. You know, like you could. Yeah, like that was back when the internet was first created and shit. No, I'm kidding, but honestly, I remember hearing Timberland and Magoo, and I just
they had that song called "Up Jumps the Boogie, Boogie Jumps the Beat."
Oh,
remember that?
No, I was a popular person.
Whatever.
I had
that
things
used to
to
be
do.
My joint. But anyway. On to Meg Thee Stallion.
How is her toe?
She had a message. Yes, she had a message to say to all the hating people out there, and all upset because Tori just got locked up for shooting in her foot.
Mm-hmm.
She was at a festival the other day, and she was singing one of her songs, and I guess she stopped singing and went on to say, so today I just want to say, fuck all my haters. None of the shit you doing or saying broke me. None of that shit y'all talking or doing. I'll be doing or saying that hotties are broke. That's y'all, not me.
Okay, go off, sis. I mean, you know, talk your shit. Talk your shit, mama. Run around. Yeah, you thought Meg had knees, but look at this Toto. This toe be putting niggas in jail. Damn. Bitch. Fuck you mean?
Oh, man. You wrong.
Go ahead.
You wrong.
So, poor Scary Lanes or Story Lanes or whatever. Yeah.
And then I have Beyonce.
Yes.
Remember, and back to Beyonce. Remember how on her Renaissance tour, she one of her songs where she mentions Lizzo.
I do.
And she, for the past few concerts she had, every time she sang that song, she skipped over Lizzo's name.
Oh.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then she back to mentioning Lizzo.
Okay.
She shouted up to her and said, I love you, Lizzo, and all that other stuff. So she back doing that. And I guess Lizzo.
Well, you know what? I think that's classy on Beyonce's. You know, that just goes to show how classy she is because, like, although she omitted her name, she didn't she knew what was going on in the tabloids right now, and she knew that people be recording her concerts and shit, and she didn't want to shout out Lizzo's name and then hear everybody go like boo or whatever they doing, like, to, you know, like, while it was a real hot topic and shit. So shout outs to Beyonce for being that classy bitch.
Well, she shouldn't have did it in the first place. No matter what legal issue that was going on with Lizzo, nobody knew if it was true or not. So, I mean, why? Because she got this court case going on, you not gonna mention her name in your song.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that's what Beyonce did, but that's how I looked at it. Because, I mean, who wants to be dragged when you already being dragged? And then, you know, you at your concert, you shout out Lizzo, and then a whole bunch of people boo and shit. I don't know.
Trust me, they ain't booing no damn Beyonce on that.
Maybe not. Well, you know, she'll have you thrown out. But whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
Next, the rapper The Game.
Mm-hmm.
From he was doing a show the other day, and some girl threw her bra at him.
Okay.
It was a big old bra. But a well-endowed woman threw her big old bra. Huh?
Wait, so she threw her bra up there and it was a big bra?
It was a big ass bra.
Oh, god damn.
So he stopped the show. He stopped the show and picked up the bra and was like,
Yo, who the fuck threw this goddamn woolly mammoth daggone?
That's what he said. That's basically what he said. Look, y'all, to make it clear, don't be throwing no bras. No, he said very large bras at me. And then he goes and said, he said he ain't Drake. He called out Drake.
Jesus.
He said, so please keep your lingerie to yourself because I'm not Drake.
Jesus. So, not throwing bras out there looking like reins for horses and shit, like you driving stagecoaches and shit, bitch. No.
And once he said that, then he tossed it back and said, I don't be doing no tricking.
Well.
So he was implying that Drake be tricking.
And I'm sure Drake has decided to apologize how, or I'm sorry, not apologize, but respond how.
Oh, it was just, if he threw a shot at him, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, it could have been a joke. It could have just been a joke or whatever, but you know how these rappers are. By test another, come back at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the next thing we don't care about?
Alright, here we go. For some reason, my computer moving a little slow.
Oh, hell. Now we got Boost Mobile on top of you, not reading, and then sounding like emphysema. Lyric, please get better. Come back, save me. It's some bullshit.
Anyway, okay, so I spoke about Meg, so then Tory Lanez. And he was just basically, I guess he must have been interviewed while in jail or whatever.
Okay.
And he was just basically saying how his life is inside of Los Angeles County Jail before he gets shipped off to prison. So how it's been. And he said he's been held away from general population. He only get just a few hours outside his cell. And there's always somebody watching him. It's like he can't do nothing. He going through hell or whatever. And then,
but you realize that's how all of this works, right? Like,
exactly.
That's like
exactly.
That's
but
like literally.
He used the fast life and all the money, and now it ain't like that no more. So he got to live like everybody else live in jail.
Oh well.
Except for he's being held away from the unpopular very way everybody else is.
Oh, okay.
So I said, wait till you get to prison. It's actual prison. You was in county jail right now. Wait till you get to prison.
Wait, so he ain't even in a general admission prison? He in the VIP prison and shit and still complaining? Bitch. Yep. Okay. We do not care. We do not care. Like, really?
Oh, well, that's what he gets.
Oh, that's how the cookie crumbles, bitch. Now sit and spin on that. Moving on.
Right. Exactly. And that's all I have for right now.
Alright. Well, I mean, shit, that's more than enough, because out here in these streets, up next. Yeah, so, speaking of prison, I get to tell you about a prison guard, a female prison guard that was pregnant and went into labor. Guess what?
So she was in a male prison?
She was in a prison. She was working there.
It had been in a male prison.
What I'm saying is that she was in the prison as a prison guard, pregnant, and not saying that she got pregnant. What I'm saying is that she was pregnant, had labor pains, and they would not let her leave. So they basically held her there. I keep telling you, people out here hate women, but it is what it is. I'll tell you about that right after this.
I need to get something off my chest right quick, so y'all gonna have to stop and listen to me vent my little mini rant for a second. Alright? I hate being a masculine black gay man, and I say that because I can have conversations with a dude. He's talking to me back. We having a good old conversation. It can be about anything farthest away from my sexuality. It could be about sports. So he might not know that I go that way, but I can't just look at him and be like, "Yo, you fine as hell," or "Yo, what's your number?" or "You single?" I can't do that. I might get hate crime. So now I'm stuck in this little dilemma of, bitch, what do I do? Because what if he's thinking the same way? What if he don't know? It's like, what the hell do I do?
Hey, what's going on? Nothing. I just realized when black people dress nice, we can't just tell each other you look nice. We gotta say, where you going? It be your own people, don't it?
Dead for that. Time to find out what Marcus is dead for.
He always dead for something.
Yeah, I try to be, because, well, if I don't hold people to standards, who will? Because y'all niggas don't do it. So, here's what it is. So, this week, I'm going to tell you what I'm dead for. So, I'm dead for people creating narratives for people when they don't know shit about them. And go with me. So, I was talking to Bay. We're having a whole conversation, this, that, and the third. And we were talking, and it came up that, well, we've been dating now a year. So it came up in that conversation that, people have told me that, watch out with you and this, that, and the third, and that, you a little crazy and this, that, and the third. First off, you good bitches, listen up. Let me tell you this. It is not my fault that you all choose not to have standards in your life. That's not my fault. I'm sorry that when you go into... It's always these weird people that know nothing about you creating these narratives. So, for example, I'm a creature of habit. I like to go to the same bars, restaurants, things. What you got to say, creature?
No, yeah. You got it right. A creature.
I am a creature of habit. You just a creature. But anyways, I'm a creature of habit. And I like what I like. And I like my nice, normal shit. So if you see me out at a specific spot, like I used to always, when I lived in Forestville, I used to always hang out at the Applebee's and stuff because it was my comfort zone. Everybody likes that spot. You know, their normal spot. So I would go...
The rats and stuff?
You said what?
With the rats? I said the Applebee's with the rats.
They didn't have rats when we used to go. And I say we, just to remind your black ass that you was right there too. So don't be trying to paint this narrative, bitch.
I wasn't there.
Nope. Anyways, you was right there. Talk about, let me get a 2 for 20, bitch. So, anyways, so back to what I was saying though. Like, honestly, it irks me that I've apparently earned this reputation for being a not approachable person, because when people approach me, I hold them to a standard. First off, if you are trying to talk to me, or, you know, much like I mentioned about business, if you say business, that's what I'm thinking. So if I'm out and about and you're that person that's across the room, and niggas do this shit all the time. They do this weird, creepy staring shit where they will stare at you from across the room and they will just stare. And then maybe they'll get a little antsy and jump up and talk to you and shit like that. But by that time, I'm already creeped out because you sat there and you looked at me from a distance forever. So now I'm in my mind and I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, is this nigga trying to rob me? Well, is this nigga trying to follow me? Like, it's all these thoughts that go on in your head when you just out and about and people staring at you for no reason. Like, you're not talking to me. Every time I look up, you're looking at me. Creepy AF. Like, use your words, people. Like, don't walk up to me talking about WYD, bitch. Use your words. Like, speak. Say hello. You know, like, it's not hard. Don't you deal with that too?
True. I don't be paying attention to people.
So when you go out, you never have issues of when people are staring at you, or, you know, they want to talk, or they feel like they want to talk, but they don't. So
I've seen that. No. Don't. I've seen that before. I've seen that a few times.
I'm just saying.
But if they say nothing, then I'd be the one that be like this. Like, what's up? What's going on?
And see, I'm not. If I'm staring at you intently, I don't feel as though I should have to. Go ahead.
No, I said, because you know I'm confrontational. If I notice something and they're not saying anything, then I'm gonna walk up and be like, or I'm gonna like, hey, what's going on? What's the problem?
I do know you, and that's not the case. You are generally a lover. You ain't no confrontational. Stop it.
I know, actually, yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, big scary ticker man. Yeah, rah. He's in his fifi. He's like, what? Oh, it's big scary ticker man. You got him in his fifis. Oh, he's about to get you now. Like, what?
Well, that's what everybody said to me. They'd be like,
this ain't about you anyway.
But see, people always come up to me too, so they always come up to me. Majority of the time, people come up to me before I come to them and say something. I'll say something to them if I know them.
Well, the problem,
but if I don't, they always come up to me. I'm like, oh, okay.
And that's fine, but the problem that I have is that people paint this narrative. It's like, oh, well, don't talk to that person because they're rude, or don't talk to that person because they crazy, this, that, and the third. First off, you know nothing about me, because when I go out, I'm typically going out to wind down for my day.
But hold on. If somebody's telling somebody else that about you,
right,
then of course they would think that because somebody else told them. Probably from an experience they had with you.
That's what I'm saying. So your individual experiences, because you came up and because you were ill prepared for a conversation. So because you decided to sit back and be creepy, and then up to the point to where I'm either dismissive of you when you walk up or just very apprehensive about you walking up. Like, just because you had that experience, tell the full story. Don't sit there and paint this and, oh, well, that person's a snob, this, that, and the third. That person may be a snob because you were a snob to them, or because they just didn't like you. Don't paint this picture for everybody.
If they feel that way, but they feel that, no, that is true. I totally get what you're saying. Because I say the same thing. I would say the exact same thing. Don't go based off of what you heard about me. If you really want to know, come up and say something.
Yeah.
Interact with me and find out if I'm a snob.
And when you interact with me, come up to me and speak. Don't creepily stare at me from across the room, because that just creeps me out. It would creep anybody out. Like, the reason that we're humans and that we're not animals is because we don't sit there and have to gaze at one another through a meadow and try to figure out what the fuck one another is doing. This ain't no goddamn like, are we gonna charge one another and butt heads? Or, like, what? Bitches, what are you doing?
But no, like I said, when people do that to me and I see them doing that, I end up going up and saying something. I'll go up to them and say something. I mean, that's just me. I'll go up and say something. So I know what's going on, because like you said, you don't know if that person trying to watching you and try to rob you when you leave or whatever. So yeah.
Right. And then this whole perception came at a bar, at a club scene, shit like that. Like, what? Like, and then I just think about my bar and my overall club experience. Like, when I used to go to the clubs and stuff, I would speak to people. Like, I would, first off, I wouldn't be at dive bars all the time.
Days.
I'm sorry?
I said, in the way they robbing people these days.
Yep. But you remember, we used to do fun shit. We used to do fun shit. You remember Club Love in DC? Like, when we had that shit, like, we used to do shit like that. You go in there, and first off, everybody thought they was bougie anyways, because when you go in there and they had a little man in the bathroom to sit there and give you towels, they had the whole bathroom attendant.
I'm looking like, okay.
Yo, that was the hustle back in the early 2000s. You could tell niggas that there wasn't no bath attendant. Yo, you get in there, they be spraying you with cologne and shit. And then they be like, oh, let me get that towel for you, brother. They turn on the water and shit.
So you can pay them. They trying to make their money.
First off, I'm not going to
tip. They trying to make their money.
Okay, so I have a system.
They're trying to make their money.
I'm saying I'm not paying anybody to go to the goddamn bathroom. That's like that shit they tried to do in the 90s, where they put the little 10-cent machine on the bathroom doors and shit and was charging bitches to take a shit. You remember that? They did that. And then, like I said, in the 2000s, they would have the bathroom attendant there with the goddamn little wet wipes and shit. First off, it's weird as fuck that you sitting there, like, listening to me pee or shit or whatever I got to do in the bathroom. And then you come out and they're, like, standing there with towels and shit, like, oh, that sounded like a big one. You need some extra towels, sir? Like, what? No. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, you know what that remind me of? What? The movie, Soul Plane.
What movie?
Soul Plane.
Oh, God. You know what?
What you call him in the bathroom? What was the comedian? He was in the bathroom.
Yep. Like, seriously, like, you had to pay for everything. That's like Spirit Airlines now. But, like, honestly.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Everything.
Yeah, everybody calls Spirit Airlines.
And you think it's cheap. You think it's cheap because the ticket is cheap.
I'll tell you what.
You have to pay for everything else. You got to pay for everything else.
Like, all jokes aside.
So it's going to calculate.
Yeah, but all jokes aside, I checked ticket prices. Let's see. I was looking at ticket prices from Baltimore to goddamn Atlanta, and them bitches was $27.
Yeah.
So
that's $27. But like, but then your check-ins, if you check a suitcase in or a carry-on, you got to pay for those too.
Yeah, but if you do,
that's gonna add up.
Yeah, but if you do like a nice little cute night,
both ways.
If you do
going both ways.
Yeah, but if you do a cute little, overnight trip or, like a little weekend trip, that's that look like the move, but I don't know about I don't know about Spirit Airline getting you there safe.
Nope. No Spirit, no Frontier.
Who?
And Frontier.
I don't know her.
Yeah, it's a Frontier too. And they it's the sister company of Spirit.
Okay. Well, anyways, so that's what I'm dead for this week, y'all. Just, when you are out here and you're just talking to people about other people, first and foremost, own what you did to create the interaction that you got. Because I'm not a rude person, despite popular belief. I'm not. I'm actually one of the most giving people out here in the world. But you got to come correct, and I hold people to standards. Sorry if you ain't got standards, but, well,
gotta do.
It is what it is. So that's what I'm dead for this week. Up next, second half of the show.
Y'all sit on podcasts talking about gender wars when the real gender war is the fact that black women are being abducted, harmed, and murdered at nearly genocidal rates, and more often by men in our own communities. Carly Russell was recently abducted and returned to her family, but now the same people who are praying for her are calling her a liar, almost like y'all wanted her body to be found instead. Tamika Chapman was murdered after decades of abuse by her husband. Keisha Gray was gunned down in front of her 3 children by her ex-boyfriend. Jamia Harris was murdered after she told a man who was interested in her that she had a boyfriend. Asia Womack was killed by a stranger because she beat him in a basketball game. Kylie Sorrells was fatally shot by her mother's boyfriend. He shot her mother as well, but she survived. 2-year-old Winter Smith was also murdered by her mother's ex-boyfriend. Denisha Montgomery, an officer in the U.S. Army, was found dead by an alleged suicide after she reported that she was assaulted by 4 men in her unit. Latima Warren, Deja McCrary, Ashley Burton, LaShawn Jeffrey and her infant son, Lachey Henderson, Joy Brown, Dr. Kalindra Green, Dariana Wheeler and her unborn child, and thousands of others that I don't have time to name because every few hours in this country, a black woman or girl is murdered.
Take us to work, take us on the go, take us wherever you go. WRTR, Real Talk Radio.
So, we're on even more platforms now. Shit, I've lost track of how many platforms. Have you been getting the text messages that I've been sending you?
I have, yes, I have.
So, we're literally, like, everywhere. Apple, Amazon, like... Yeah, I mean, you can Google it. We're there. So, no excuses, bitches. None. So,
at all.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.
They're only gonna listen to hear me.
I'm sorry, what?
I said they're only gonna listen to hear me.
No, I heard you. I didn't want you to say it again. I just wanted you to say it to where it wasn't wrong. Yeah, because they...
Like I said, they only want to listen to hear me.
Yeah, no, that's not the case. So they probably are listening. The case. They're probably listening for Lyric, who will be back. Hopefully next week, that's what she said. So hopefully we will see her on the next one. So
yeah, hopefully we will see her. We need her voice.
Yep. So what else has been going on this has been some odd ass weather in the DMV. First off, I'm over it. Can we okay? So first,
humid, raining.
I'm sorry.
It's humid. It's raining.
Yeah.
No, I said humid, then it starts raining. Then it's humid again, it starts raining.
Yeah, and that sucks. So,
it's humid and raining at the same time.
Yeah, and I refuse to deal with that. But let's see. What else has been going on in your world, Tigger Man? You live such an exciting life. And I saw some of your pictures from your exciting weekend.
No, you didn't.
I did. I saw the ones that you posted on Facebook or on Instagram or whatever. It was you and some of your friends. Oh shit! Let me find out. Don't be like.
Oh yeah.
Don't be like our friend Daniel that where he accidentally posted pictures that he was putting on Tumblr and it was on Facebook. You remember that shit?
Oh.
You remember, we were sitting there. I remember it was 2:00 in the morning. I was on Facebook.
Hold on, the one that got hit by a truck.
Oh my god!
The one that got hit by a truck.
Oh my god! Before y'all start getting mad, no, he's not dead. He's fine. He just he got he actually ran out in front of a car on accident, and got hit. yada yada yada.
But no, it was a truck, not a car.
Oh yeah. So it was a truck, but we ain't talking a semi truck. Like it was a pickup truck. Like when you tell this story, you always got to make the man seem like he got hit with a semi, like a 60 or like an 18-wheeler and shit hit him.
He got hit by a truck.
Oh my god. No, but like he had posted pictures on his. I guess he was posting pictures on Tumblr. This was back when Tumblr was all hot and popping, and people was posting inappropriate shit. And he had posted nude pictures on the damn Tumblr, but didn't realize that it was connected to his Facebook. So yeah, so I'm sitting there on my Facebook. And I watched, I'm sitting there, I think I read something that my mom had posted, and then right under her is like all this like stuff that shouldn't be on Facebook. So I'm just like, oh, like what the fuck? So then I sent him a message. I texted him. I was like, so I know you're up because this. And I sent a screenshot of what he saw. And what made it so funny? What made it so funny is that his mom was on his Facebook page. Also, his mom, his family, his friends, all that shit. Like everybody was there.
Damn dumb. That's why you gotta watch what you post and what you posting it on. You're gonna post the wrong thing on the wrong app, and
that is
everybody gonna see it.
That is hilarious, but no. Wow.
That is too funny.
I'm still stuck on the fact that we've been friends for 20 years.
I'm stuck on the fact.
First off, how did I deal with you? And then secondly...
I first of all, I wish you stopped saying that. The thing is, how did I deal with you?
No, I have it pretty much correct. I'm good.
I guess...
No, because, like...
And here we stand.
I mean, it is what it is. Had some doozies. I mean, Tigger, you in more circles than Audi.
Listen, I can't help it that I'm popular.
You just in more circles than Audi.
Like I said before, people like me.
I'm sure.
People like me.
They do.
People like Mike.
They do.
And I only got like what, 5 groups of friends, 5 or 6 groups of friends.
No, let's be a little bit more realistic than that.
Got about like 5 or 6. No, I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me, but I only got about 5 or 6 group of friends.
I don't know, and then I don't know. I beg to differ because you got.
It is, but
you got several groups of friends, and I mean, I'm not mad at it at all. I mean, some of them, there's some weird ones that you hang out with.
I gotta have connections.
You got the weird ones.
In case something comes up, I gotta have connections.
Shout out to your DJ, that guy. One of your favorite DJs. Almost said the name. But that weird motherfucker. Woo! Let me tell you. So this goes back.
Don't talk about.
No. I'm not talking about your friend. I'm just telling the situation. So back, I would say, like I said before, I met you. I do know people that you know and deal with, and that was a strange encounter. That was when I was in college. I met that person, and well, not much has changed. But shout out to your friend. Yes.
He was actually down there. I ran into him down in New Orleans too.
Oh God! How does that work? So if I'm leaving town to get away with y'all niggas, and then I see you in a different city, like, do y'all act brand new, or is it still the same shit? Like, like what?
Nah, it's the same shit. It's the same thing. I told you we all went down there for the same thing. So that's how we ended up running into each other. And I was like, oh.
Y'all all went down there. Y'all went down there for the same thing.
We was actually on the same flight too, coming back.
What did y'all all go down there for? The same thing.
I told you. I told you the whole red dress race.
So y'all all went down to wear red dresses. Nice. And you could have did it right here in DC for free.
No. It was for a charity event.
I mean, shit. Come on up to Baltimore. You can run down.
Yeah.
Come on up to Baltimore. You can run down.
That was my first time doing that.
I'm just saying. You can run down North Avenue for free in a dress. So.
You would know, wait.
I'm just saying. I see you in one of your many damn circles of friends out there screaming and shit, running down North Avenue in red dresses. And just be what it is.
Listen, it was just a little event. It was cool though. I'm telling you, it was packed. Oh. It was packed.
They have a lot of.
Never seen nothing like that.
Well, isn't that neat? No, honestly, I'm low-key jelly. I'm low-key jelly, not of your friendships and everything. I'm just jealous of the fact that, I was at work and you weren't. So, there you go. So,
FBI.
Shout out. Up next, Wi-Fi's.
Here's some numbers you need to pay attention to. In America, slavery was abolished about 157 years ago. Segregation was ended 68 years ago. And look at the difference, by the way, in the water fountain. Jim Crow, supposedly 64 years ago, but we all know different, right? Right. And black women were able to vote 57 years ago. Malcolm X was unalive 57 years ago. Martin Luther King Jr. was unalived 54 years ago. The Rodney King beatings happened 31 years ago. The Black Lives Matter hashtag was created 9 years ago because Trayvon Martin's murderer was set free. George Floyd was murdered 2 years ago. Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor was murdered in the same year. And Jayland Walker murdered by the police, body rippled with bullets, June of this year. For all you white people that keep telling black people to get over it, stop. Because it's never been over. You can't get over it if it's in your face every single fucking day. How about you guys just stop being racist? Then we'll get over it.
23-year-old Cameron Morgan went to the hospital with a busted lip and a concussion. She and her friends were out Saturday night in Highland Square when she came across a man who was calling people the N-word. She tells me that she tried to get him to stop, but then he sucker punched her. Tonight, she tells me that she appreciates the overwhelming support from people on social media, but what happened is what people of color experience every day.
Why do you have roaches?
The Why File.
Why do my children hate me?
On WRTR, Real Talk Radio.
Why did my vagina burn?
The truth is out there.
Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions you want to know by taking your tweets at WRTR Radio. We take your emails at WRTRradio@gmail.com. And we take your Facebook messages at Facebook.com/WRTR Real Talk Radio. All right. This is the Wi-Files. Remember, the truth is out there. Now, when y'all writing in, the purpose of a Wi-File is to ask an open-ended question that we can kind of discuss, maybe bitch about a little bit. But it is what it is. The Wi-Files. Let's go, Tigger. You up.
My why is for me.
Oh, okay. I should have went first. Go ahead.
I want to know why my bestie jealous because I have other group of friends.
I'm not jealous. Okay. First off, I'm not jealous of the fact that you have other groups of friends. I'm jealous that you have creeptastic friends. Again, I will address that friend of yours. That's just weird. Anytime that we're in a space together with one another and you're there, first off, he uses that as an excuse to come up to have that to have any kind of conversation with me. And then, okay, so backstory for those that, sitting there like, oh, well, he's a real, dick. No, I'm not. So back in college, me and this person, we met online, and once we met in person, it was just this weird energy. We did some stuff, and that was weird also. I'm talking, where condoms were getting stuck in people's braces.
Oh, I'm done. Okay, next one. Next one.
But so if I'm jealous of all that, I'm just saying the truth is out there.
Nah. Go ahead.
All right, my why. So no, not jealous. Just keeping it clear. My why comes from Lionel from IG. He said, "Why do creators online always make you deal with feelings of imposter syndrome or quitting when it comes to your content just because it's something similar to theirs?" So basically, I would then reverse that back to you. Who was the person's name again? Lionel? So, I would reverse that back to you and ask you, why are you ripping off people's shit and trying to pass it off as yours? You can't take an idea, change it up just a little bit, and then pretend like you came up with it. What? It's like these TikTok dances and stuff that go viral. Like, it's always a debate of who came up with it first or who did it first. It's always some TikTok or Twitter or social media war between creators because they be doing ish like this. Ugh. And then y'all niggas don't know how to just let something go. Y'all will sit there and like drag it out. Like when trends hit, that's why I hate social media trends. Some of them are funny. I'll give you that. But others are just abysmal, and niggas run stuff into the ground anyways. Alright, I got one more. Rel from Chi-Town wants to... I'm sorry, go ahead. You got another one?
Oh, no, boy, yeah.
Oh, hell. Let me guess. This comes from you.
This doesn't come from me.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to say the social media platform, but
okay.
His name Ryan2K. He says, "Why do you always hate on white people?"
Who, me?
Yes.
I don't always hate on white people, first off.
Why you coming for white people?
Okay. Well, the oppressed can't be the oppressor. There's your answer. Why? Because the truth is out there, bitch. Like, what? Why are you always hating on white people like they ain't set this shit up from jump? What? Why am I forced to deal with white people all day, every day? Why the fuck I gotta deal with goddamn discrimination? Why the fuck can't I go to the grocery store and back without being profiled? Why the fuck can't I be pulled over without getting killed? Why the fuck can't I goddamn go to the grocery store without being called a nigga or a porch monkey or a cricket, a moon cricket or some goddamn shit? Why the fuck that? Answer your own question, bitch.
Right. Why I gotta hit you in the head with a folding chair?
Exactly. Exactly. Why I gotta smack you with goddamn lawn furniture and shit, bitch? The fuck? Because the truth is out there. That's why. All right. This question comes from Rel from Chi-Town. He wants to know, why are women allowed to be bisexual but men aren't? There's a question for that ass. Y'all ain't ready to talk about that. Because it's more sexy to see two women munching box.
Where's Lyric at? What Lyric at?
I'm just saying.
That Lyric answer that question.
Lyric's not a lesbian, so I mean,
I know, I'm just being funny.
But it's more acceptable for, women to be gay because men are, misogynist, and they they like the idea of sitting there watching two women eat box. So it just is what it is. And like men, it's like the idea, no, this, that, and the third. But meanwhile, y'all getting pegged by your girlfriends in the bedroom anyways.
No.
Anytime it comes up, anytime anything homosexual comes up, or men, people, this whole idea that bisexual people can't be because you're either attracted to one thing or you're either attracted to another. Go with me on this journey as we discuss the ways things work on this planet we call Earth. First and foremost, if I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm attracted to your boobs, because your same set of boobs may look absolutely horrendous on someone else because they're not you. I'm attracted to you, the person. I'm not attracted to your genitals. And it is absolutely possible for people to go out here and like both genders. Can we actually deal with that? It doesn't mean that they're just walking down the street with a heart on. Ooh, I'm just attracted to everybody. Because just like you,
well, hey, there are some people that's like that.
Exactly. So just like y'all are out here and can find partners and you find them attractive for the reasons that they are attractive to you. Ooh, and this segues into real talk too. But anyways, just because y'all can do that should tell you that other people can do it also. There are bisexual people out here. They like men. They like women. They just like people. There are people out here that like, they like everything. Just they're attracted to the person. But it doesn't negate, just because you don't understand it, doesn't negate its worth, nor does it mean that it doesn't exist because you choose to ignore it, or because you choose to make fun of it, or because you choose to not believe it. Y'all sound like them goddamn Trump supporters when people ask them, well, what is it that you like that Trump did for the people? And then they go, well, I just like everything he did. And they sound like idiots. That's exactly how y'all sound when you bring up shit like this. So, there you go.
Exactly.
Why? Because the truth is out there. And that wraps it up for this week.
His butt indicted too.
I'm sorry?
No, I said his butt just got indicted too.
Again. That's what I'm saying. That's your boy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Trump.
I'm down for Trump.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm Trump supporter.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, y'all go way back.
He did a lot for me.
Oh.
He did a lot for me.
I'm sure he did. I mean, when he said there's my African American over there, he was talking about Chicken Man. There you go. So that wraps it up for this week's Why Files. We're always answering why for you at WRTR Radio on Twitter, WRTRradio@gmail.com, and Facebook at WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's see. Up next, I guess news to make you nauseous.
Racism impacts every part of society, and unfortunately, parenthood is no different. Research shows that Black women are nearly 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes than white women. Black babies are also more likely to die during infancy or birth than white babies. These disparities in infant and maternal mortality are due to, you guessed it, racism. Structural racism leads to lack of access to prenatal care and other quality health care, particularly for Black women. The very origins of gynecology are rooted in anti-Blackness. At the turn of the 18th century, doctors performed unnecessary experimental surgeries on enslaved Black women, such as hysterectomies, C-sections, and other procedures without anesthesia. Segregation continued to rob Black mothers of access to quality health care, and that gap still exists today. There are still medical professionals who believe racist and dangerous myths, such as Black people having a higher tolerance for pain, myths that are still being taught to medical students. These factors lead to a delay in treatment, denial of appropriate medical care, and Black women being ignored when we report symptoms that could be life-threatening signs of pregnancy complications. There have been growing efforts to address this problem, but more needs to be done to ensure equity and quality health care for everyone, Black and Indigenous women included.
And now, say what? News to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
These are some of the stories you might not read about in the New York Times, the Washington Post, or the Wall Street Journal. It's news to make you nauseous. My name is Marcus Smoot.
And it's your boy Chicken Man.
Make sure you follow our co-host Lyric at Lyric Bravado, and she will hopefully be back next week. And this is news to make you nauseous. I guess I'll go first.
All right now.
Say what, China?
Say what?
So China is hiding its homeless people, basically to pretend like they don't exist.
What? Hold on, say that again.
China is hiding their they're hiding their population of homeless people and pretending like they don't exist.
I'm trying to. How are they hiring them? First of all, they already overpopulated. How are they hiding them?
Well, when they say hiding, they mean hiding by numbers. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're basically just acting like they don't have a homelessness problem. And it actually, I was on the phone with somebody, and they were telling me, like, out of left field, and this is something also nauseating, but they were telling me that half of, I guess, New York, or half of America's rat problem comes from China. Have you heard that?
But how?
Well, they're saying that they come over on boats and shit like that, and like we really didn't have rats like that, like in cities like New York and hell, even here in Baltimore and DC and stuff like that. Like, yeah, they're basically saying that
the rats are running off. The rats are running off the ship.
Yeah, apparently
they're taking trips over.
It is what it is.
They said, "Oh, we're gonna hop on this ship real quick."
Nope.
They said, we tired of China. China.
Right. Well, without getting into like the depths and the logistics of it, this story made me nauseous because it's part of an ongoing problem and a part of an ongoing trend that governments do all the time, where the problem child, they gonna ignore the pink elephant in the middle of the room sitting around with a twirling around in a goddamn tutu, in order just to look good for somebody else. And I hate that. I hate that that's a problem. I hate that we hide and we ignore the shit that we don't want to deal with. And, it's just more nauseating than ever nowadays. I just don't understand, with the internet, with technology, with all of these resources that we have, why people are homeless. Why people don't have food. Why people don't have resources.
I never understood that.
Why people don't have basic access access to basic things like fucking healthcare. Like, we're not asking for a lot. See, I done gone off on a.
I really don't understand. I don't understand it.
The tangent. But anyways, so what's your story?
In the world.
Yep. What's your story?
Okay. Say what? Clayton County, Georgia.
Say what?
Clayton
Facing
County.
a lawsuit after. Yeah, Clayton County Hospital are facing a lawsuit after the delivery of a baby in July that went horribly wrong.
Okay. Did you fall out? Wait, delivery after a baby that went horribly wrong, and then you bust out laughing?
Shut up.
Okay.
On Wednesday, attorneys representing Jessica Ross and her boyfriend Trayvon Taylor described what happened in the delivery of the couple's son at Southern Regional Medical Center.
Okay.
They stated when the womb was open, the feet came out, the body came out, and there was no head.
Oh God! Oh, I did. I posted about this story. Go ahead.
You did?
Yeah, go ahead.
Said Dr. Roderick Edmond, one of the couple's lawyers.
This is horrible.
Dr. Sage, and she, in the process of trying to deliver the baby, pulled on the baby's head and neck so hard and manipulated them so hard that the bones of the baby's skull, face, and neck were broken. So basically, the doctor was pulling on the baby too hard as the baby was coming of the mother's vagina, and the head got decapitated from the body.
The doctor was a black woman, right?
Yeah, she was a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
And so they are now suing, which I would too. I would sue the hell out of the hospital and the doctor.
Okay.
Because she should have known better. Because I'm pretty sure she delivered other babies, so she should know what to do.
I mean, at the end of the day, I just this story. First off, it broke my heart. It was odd to see that as a headline. First and foremost, no pun intended, not headline. So,
right.
It was weird to see that as a headline. But then to actually read the story, it was heartbreaking. First and foremost, that this woman used all of that pressure to pull a baby out. Like, what?
Exactly.
Are you kidding me? Like, at what point in time, how does this happen? That's what I'm asking. Like, I just want to know how.
Yeah, that's how I want to know.
Like, you deliver babies all day, every day, and never once in the training did the head pop off of the dummy. So why are we sitting here? Why is this happening in real life?
Right.
Ugh.
And this is the baby was actually coming. So it looks like the baby was coming out feet first.
Okay.
Normally the head comes out first, so the baby will turn the other way.
Okay. Well,
so
I mean, prayers go up.
I would hate to. Oh gosh, I can't even imagine that happening.
Definitely.
And so now, the doctors being sued with several of the nurses that was in the delivery room,
of course.
With the hospital. So they have to be paid.
I would own that hospital.
Yeah, I would own that hospital. Yeah,
that hospital will be renamed in my likeness because what you not really. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So if you want these and more, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Do you got something else?
No, I just said that just made me nauseous when I read that.
If you want these and more nauseating news stories, make sure you follow us on Twitter at WRTR Radio. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and of the like at Marcus Smoot, Marcus Smoot.
And you can follow me, Tiggerman, on Facebook at Tony Tiggerman Nelson, on Instagram, Tiggerman82, and also on X. Not Twitter, it's called X now.
Yeah, nobody's calling it that.
Yeah, Tiggerman82 also. Or, of course, you can follow me on OnlyFans.
Oh, God. Is this a real thing? I'm curious to know if you're just being funny, or is it really a thing?
Go look, find out.
I don't want to look or find out. Gross. Ugh. Okay, up next on Real Talk.
Anyway.
This week, we're discussing, and I want y'all answering honestly. I want y'all to have this conversation with your coworkers, with your baes, with all that. Because I want to know, like, honestly, could you date somebody that you liked and you were feeling them, but your friends and your family would roast your ass for dating them? Like, yeah, like, you like, God, I really like this brother. Yeah, I really like this sister. Or, yeah, they really make me feel great. And then you, like, they ain't got no arm or something. You know your family and friends is going to sit there and they going to talk trash about you. Up next on Real Talk. We'll be right back.
Free Tory Lanez, free Tory Lanez. He's still going to jail. Well, 10 years is too long. He's still going to jail. Meg lied about this and he's still going to jail. And to some of the men who are defending him because you're probably violent too, he's your representation. How about you go and grab a bunk beneath him so you can spend the next 10 years greasing his scalp? Maybe he can be transferred to Butner Federal Prison so him and Robert can have talent shows in that motherfucker. We know y'all love to defend rapists too. And this goes to the pick-me's too. I'm a woman and I think he's innocent. Okay, so then go to the bathroom, toot that ass up on a sink and take some pictures that he can trade on the block for ramen noodles. And it doesn't surprise me that so many of you are taking up for him even though you didn't give much of a fuck about him before this incident. Because whether it's a celebrity or that creepy uncle that still gets invited to Thanksgiving, a black man can do some horrible, vile, disgusting shit to a black woman, and when he's finally held accountable, you motherfuckers will act like he's been falsely imprisoned like Martin Luther King. There are organizations dedicated to freeing black men who were actually wrongly incarcerated, but y'all want to waste your energy on Elmer Fudd.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk on WRTR Real Talk Radio. We keep it real
as a rack of ribs on a Sunday morning. It's WRTR Real Talk Radio, and we're live inside another edition of Real Talk, where Tiggerman's one-eyed...
The ribs smell good.
Tiggerman's one-eyed bae gonna get him...
Yo.
Mm-hmm. So this is where we're going to discuss whether or not you truthfully could date somebody that you liked and that you were feeling, but something about them got them, like they got an ailment. They got something that's going to make your family and friends roast your ass. Could you truthfully date somebody like that? Truthfully. What you think, Tigger?
I sure could. Yeah, because I'm the one dating them, not my family, not my friends.
So
they can talk about them all they want. As long as I like them
mm-hmm.
for who they are,
mm-hmm.
to me, then, hey, I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't worried about what everybody else saying.
Yeah,
I'm dealing with that person, not them.
Okay, so you dating somebody that ain't got no eye, or
guess what?
They sit there, they ain't got no arm, like their arm fell off at dinner or something while we was all sitting around the table. They went
who fucking arm gonna fall off?
I'm saying, you all at dinner, everybody sitting around, somebody reaches for the goddamn rolls, and then they bump into his arm and they fall off and hit the ground. Like,
oh well.
You be fine with dating somebody like that.
Listen, shit happens.
Okay, so the way my brain is set up.
Shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we know how your damn brain's set up.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
How your damn brain's
Okay, how am I going to answer this?
Go ahead.
How am I going to answer this since you know so much?
Oh, I know you're not. You'll be scared to talk. I know you will freak out. Hell no.
Okay,
Absolutely
so the way my brain is set up, there's extreme. I have a severe phobia.
Severe?
What?
Severe?
I have a severe phobia.
It's beyond severe.
It is not beyond severe. Honestly, it's not severe. It's normal.
So what are you scared of?
Extreme features. So
no.
Or the lack thereof.
What are you scared of?
Huh?
What scares you?
Oh, anything like big eyes. Horses scare me. I don't like them big eyes.
No, hold on.
Oh, little people scare me because.
There you go, bam. There you go.
What? They do. They scare me, and that's nothing. Okay, so I don't want little people that are listening to be like, oh, he don't like us. No. It's the thing. It's something about extreme features. Like, if it doesn't fall in that parameter of whatever my brain gauges as normal, I immediately retreat and think it's a threat. So I'm just like, I feel judged.
Well,
so I'm not allowed to, like, it's not something I did on purpose. I didn't create the fear. I didn't just wake up and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to be scared of little people today. I didn't do that.
You know what?
But extreme features do unnerve me. So, and I mean, you remember the time that I was dating, or I went out on a date with the nigga and he ain't on foot? You don't remember that?
No.
So that was back. That was back when I was living in Landover. I went online dating. Decided, somebody piqued my interest. We met, this, that, and the third, and we actually hit it off. We were having a really good conversation. We were having a really good time. We made it to date 3 up until the point that, he walked with a limp. And the story that
that's not an extreme feature.
Hold on. He walked with a limp, but the explanation that I was given was, I had just gotten into a car accident, and as a result, my leg got kind of messed up, and I got to go back to the doctor, blah 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 blah, which was true to a degree, but everything wasn't told to me. So it was like we sat there and we were like sitting there having dinner. The entree comes, and he adjusts himself he adjusts himself in the little booth to make himself comfortable, in which case he had snapped that foot off and pivoted around. And
I'm done.
It was a little bit much. It was a little bit much. It was a bit much. I'm done. I was unnerved, and because
unnerved.
I was okay, so I'm not saying I know that he did not choose to not have a foot. Before y'all get in your feelings, my whole thing is we're on date 3. We're on date 3, and you've told me everything under the sun about yourself, and nowhere in the conversation did it come up that, and you know, I'm a big fan of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I like pickles on my burger.
You know
and
what?
I ain't got no foot. Like, never once did this come up in all of the conversation. So
And
it just is what it is.
I cannot.
And then, of course,
I cannot.
And then, of course, I think to myself, I'm like, ooh, if I bought this 1 foot nigga around Tigger Man would look at me first off, roll his goddamn eyes, and then be like, what the fuck ever, and then immediately start laughing, and then be rude about it. Because you will.
No, I would.
Yes, you would. That is the thing. So, I mean, like, realistically...
I wouldn't even say anything. I'll just look.
Realistically.
Like, okay. I'll say interesting. I would say interesting.
Oh, I'm sure you
the way you act towards
what?
What you call it again? Extreme features.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
The way you act towards that.
How do I act?
That's why I was like, oh, okay. I'll say interesting.
How exactly do I act, sir?
I'm not going to do that.
And do what?
I'm not going to do that.
I mean, you make it seem as though I'm acting a certain way. Like I see somebody with extreme features and immediately start screaming and rolling around in the street. That doesn't happen. So, what do you mean exactly? Didn't think so. See, there you go.
No comment.
Off the internet.
No comment.
Candy says,
no comment.
Candy says, yep, I sure could, and family can go to hell. Worry about your credit. Worry about your credit score and less about me.
Bam.
And see,
Bam.
y'all say that. See, y'all will say that on a public platform because this was online.
Bam.
Whatever. Y'all say that, but it is not the case. That's not the case. All right, Romello Wood off Facebook says, I'm thinking about this right now, actually. Considering dating someone now really in line with what I go for. I've been sidestepping someone, but they literally find me on everything, but I'm more so leaning towards if I'm treated right. Fuck what others think.
There you go.
Again, there y'all go with y'all lies. Griff says, at this point in my life, yes, I could. I don't be around anyone anyways. And the person I would be feeling would definitely clown them back in the black family. They gonna say something about anyone you bring home.
Exactly. And that's what normally happens. So there you go.
Yeah, but see, I know I know the way I'm set up. And the first time, maybe y'all are just, maybe I'm just a horrible person at my core.
Already know.
I'm just saying, the way I'm set up, because, we getting mad. You say shit
and
when
I can see Tiff saying something.
You can see Tiff saying what? Tiff wouldn't say nothing. Tiff needs a sweetie.
She'll look at you if she see. No, nah, you know damn well your sister.
She would be absolutely fine.
She gonna have that look on her face, that little puzzled look on her face, and shake her head. Oh, okay. And then she gonna turn and say something to you.
Oh, okay, girl. Like, what's going on? No, but I know me, and the first time I get mad at you, I'm be. That's why you ain't got no motherfucking eye, bitch. Like, so I can't. Like, and you know what? I think that is self-reflective alone. You know what? My self-reflective week continues. That is great. I've discovered that about myself. I'm not capable of dating someone with extreme features or with missing, features and stuff.
Hey, if that's what it is, that's what it is.
You know what? I'm having a healthy goddamn moment. And I still think all of y'all are lying, because at the end of the day, all of y'all always go for somebody that's going to look good, or, somebody that y'all can be.
Look good to them.
Somebody.
Look good to them.
No.
Look good to them. Not the family or the friends that looks good to them.
Yeah, okay. Then how come all of y'all out here got the trophy wife, got the trophy girlfriend, got the trophy boyfriend, but you motherfucking sleeping around with booger wolves and shit in the dark and don't nobody know about it, and you don't post pictures with them because
Well, that's those ones. That's those who do that, but everybody don't do that. Everybody don't do that. There's a set of people who do that just to impress everybody else.
Okay.
And then there's this one like, I really don't care.
Okay. Well, if y'all lying out here, I mean, I guess I'll just wrap up this show because I'm not.
He said if y'all lying.
I don't even want to do it no
God.
more.
Oh, Jesus.
Y'all disturbing my spirit. See,
I
came here with the thought of having a nice, decent, open adult conversation to where we're just talking about things and being truthful. And y'all know y'all are not about to date One-Eyed Willie, No Arm Andy, and goddamn Peg Leg Bill. You're not gonna do it. You not.
Hey, some people do. Some people do.
Wrapping up this
some
week. Another edition of WRTR Real Talk Radio. Once again, if you stuck around this long, well, we're sorry. But also, you're welcome, and the fact that you continue to support us means the world to us. Reach out to us, black people doing great and black things. Let us know, because we are showcasing a business once a week. We are doing that. I've reached out to people. Our guest for this week had to postpone, so that's why we didn't have one this week. But each week, we are featuring somebody black, and it doesn't have to be a business. It can be, you could be a content creator. You could be a PTA mom. We just want to know people out here that are living the black experience, but doing it gracefully, because that's what y'all niggas do. Y'all live gracefully, and we are proud to showcase what you're doing out here in these streets on this platform.
In these streets.
Yep. Unlike Tigger Man, you don't want anything that he's doing in these streets.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm doing everything. I'm doing any and everything.
Oh, that sounds healthy. And you have the cold sores to prove it. Yeah, okay, I'm Marcus.
And it's your boy Tigger Man.
With herpes. Y'all stay blessed up and safe, and we'll holler at y'all next week.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.